जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण dear devotees. So today is Tuesday. It is 26th of August. It is Hrishikesh Masa or Bhadra Masa, and it is Sukla Paksham and Tadiya Tidi. So there is one event today. So today is the Onam festival. It begins from today and it will go for a couple of days. And it will go until the 5th of September. So generally, this Onam festival is celebrated in the southeast states, that is Kerala. We have got Saranya Mataji from uh, Kerala, so who celebrate this Onam festival jubilantly. Can I request Saranya Mataji to say a few words on Onam festival? Hare Krishna, Saranya Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Prabhu. So Onam festival is on the day is on September 5th. Today it's like a 10 day celebration. So the first day we say Attam start today. So and the main Tiruvanam comes in September 5. So today onwards we start doing that flower carpet in front of everyone's house. So basically what we believe is like this is the time that the pastimes of the Lord Vamana appears and the Mahabali uh, mm, he sends Mahabali to the Sudala planet, all the pastimes we know. So that is what the pastimes, the story behind these rituals. So basically, what it means like we are inviting Lord Vamana into our house. So for that we will create that flower carpet in front of our house, and this it's going to be like a 10 day celebration. And today onwards we will prepare for that, and on the day on the main day like Tiruvonam day, what we do is like we create that we call it as Tiruvonatappan, which is like Lord Vamana. So Lord Vamana, we create that with mud or wood or something with that. We can create that, and we will decorate all our way with like coconut leaves and all. It's like we are inviting the Lord, so we decorate all the way, and we ready the way for the Lord to come inside our house. And we have some kind of puja with the coconut, and we will create different kinds of specific foods are there for that, like steamed rice, something, and sweet, something like that. Specific foods we will create, we will make. And uh, we invite that particular day, we invite Lord with flowers and all. We keep that the thing we made with the mud, we will keep one near the gate, and one near the our house, as the entrance, the doors way. And we take the Lord to the inside, and we will keep one in the altar. So like that we will invite everyone do that together. In the previous days everyone used to do that together, and we will chant the name loudly, like that Lord is coming to our house. So it's like a family celebration, everyone will get together. So um and yeah, that is the spiritual part. We are inviting Lord. That is the time Lord Vamana comes to our house for and stay for the year. And apart from that, yeah, we the flower carpet, and we will have all the family get together, and we make sadhya. And yeah, that's all, Prabhu. The mainly the pastime is like it is the time Lord Vamana Deva appears. So everyone will be remembering that pastimes and singing the song of Mahabali, how 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 great that devotee and the sacrifices the devotees made, and how the Lord reciprocate. All that stories are remembered throughout these 10 days. Yes, Prabhu, that is what basically. And today it start. Attam is today, and for the 10 days the celebration will going on, and Tiruvanam is on September 5th. So that is the end of the Onam. It's like a year festival in an important festival in Kerala. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. So we get Vamana Dwadasi. It is the parents. So, but would that Vamana Dwadasi come in this month itself, or?
Yes, Prabhu. I hope so because that is the appearance day of Vamanadeva. That is what we celebrate as Onam. I am not sure about the tidis and all, but the I hope so. Usually it appears like that.
Yes. So that is on the 4th of September.
Yeah, that the same day. That is what we do that as like it is September 5th, but the days may like change. But basically that is what we celebrate as Onam. The Thiruvananthapan. There is a temple in Kerala. So the we believe that the pastimes was on that day. There is what Vamanadeva appears. So it's in Ernakulam, Kerala. So that is the main center for all this. So all the near area Ernakulam and all they make that they get that Thiruvananthapan, that Vamanamurti from the temple, and they do that. So basically,
And
it is believed that like Mahabali was the king for Kerala. So that is the day Mahabali come to visit his prajas, like the Kerala, all as Mahabali will also come to see all his prajas there. So there will be people dressing as Mahabali and come and meet the people. So that is also our belief that the day Mahabali come to see us.
yeah, very nice. And Guruvayur, so how it is connected to this festival, Mataji?
Guruvayur is
Yeah.
not connected to these pastimes. Prabhu. Guruvayur is like Guru and Vayu, Gurudev and Vayu. That is the ideal given worshipped by Lord Vishnu itself. So that ideal when the pralaya happens, that is the that ideal or that Guru and Vayu like what to say installed that deity in that particular area. So that is like most important place, that is for the Kali Yuga people to take shelter. So that ideal is like not from this yuga, it's from Satya Yuga that ideal was being worshipped. And for the Kali Yuga people, that is a particular area that is very transcendental area. So and that is what they place it there, and Kashinath and Lord Shiva protect that area. So like that is a different the different thing, Prabhu. So Tiruvananthapan and that is different temple. Lord Vamana's temple is that.
Thank you so much, Mataji, for kindly sharing those pastimes about Onam. So Bali Chakravarti is one of our Mahajana, 12 Mahajana,
Mm,
and
mm,
Vamanadev, the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
mm.
Panchadashi Vamanakam Krutva Gadadhram Balehe Padatram Yachamanha Pratyadisutripistapam. So in the name of asking 3 feet, so he comes and then take the all the planetary systems from Bali, and then he sends Bali to the Sutala Loka. Of course, it is also his grace, and Vamanadev he is always residing uh, at the palace of Bali Chakravarti. Right, so it is the very auspicious occasion. Thank you so much, Mataji. Happy Onam to all of us as well, and yourself and the family members and everyone else. Hare Krishna. Okay, so that is from events perspective. We shall move into our daily Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, Maitreya Muni speaking to Vidura about the creation, he has mentioned about the nature before it is manifested, unmanifested state of nature, which is pradhana, later on manifested prakriti, later on, so injecting the seeds, that is mahatattva, and it will be exhibited. The Mahatattva is also representation of Mithya Hankara or false ego, which is which can be perceived through mode of goodness, passion, and ignorance, three material modes of nature. And from each quality, that is each material modes of nature, what are all being produced by the glance of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the time and the Lord's vision. So aham tattva vikurvanad mano vaikarika dabhut vaikarikasya yedeva addabhi vyanjanam yataha. From the mode of goodness, all the demigods they appear, and also the mind and the demigods. Aham tattva vikurvanad manaha vaikarika. Vaikarikaha Taijasasya Tamasasya. These three are goodness, passion, and ignorance. Vaikarika Taijasasya Tamasasya. Okay, so that is from the mode of goodness, demigods and the mind are produced. And further, mode of passion, Taisani Indriyani eva Jnana Karma Mayani cha. From the mode of passion, all the Indriyas they got generated. Taisani Indriyani eva and also Jnana Karma Mayani cha. And also with the respective functions. Indriyani eva jnana karma mayani cha. So today, further Maitreya Muni speaking about from the mode of ignorance, what are all produced, and then how the universe is expanding. So he says from the mode of ignorance, the sense perceptions are produced, sense objectives, that is tanmatras are produced. Now senses are produced, and now tanmatras are produced, and also they would be represented by the Panchabhutas. So and also they're also produced parallelly. So here how they produce is, so indriyas, the ear is produced, for that sense perception the sound is produced, for that the sky, that is sky is the panchabhuta, which is also representation of the sound. So these three as a particular set they will be produced. So the first is sound, sky, and the sense perception, and then the Panchabhuta and also sense. These three as one set are produced, and then further gradually from the sky, the air is produced, and then from the air, sense perception is sense of touch is produced, and then corresponding sense is the skin that is produced. So that is the second set. Third set is the from the again by the glance of the Lord and the in due course of time, the form is produced, that is the rupa, or the that can be perceived through the agni, and then the eyes which can perceive that form, and then sense of sight, tanmatra, sense, and then the panchabhuta. These three are manifested. So gradually, likewise in the fourth set, the sense of taste, and then the tongue, and then um, sense of taste, the tongue, and then that what else is, what is that one? The water. So water is produced, and that is the fourth set. And fifth set is the nose and the smell and the earth. These four are this is the three set produced as the fifth level. And then from the earth, so whatever is produced in gradually one after another, the final one is produced the earth. Earth contains all the previously produced elements as well. Earth contains the sense of smell, taste, and everything else which are produced before. So, whichever is produced at the last, it contains the previous elements as well. So, he is mentioning from the sound, and then the sky is produced, and in due course of time, sense of touch is produced. So, we are in the Srimad Bhagavatam, third canto, and chapter 5, and verse number 32 and 33. तामसो भूत सूक्ष्मादिः यतः कमलिङ्गमात्मनः तामसो भूत सूक्ष्मादिः यतः कम lingam atmanah. Tamasah from the mode of ignorance, both sukshmadihi and subtle sense objects. So in the previous shloka that was taisani indriyani eva, the senses are produced. Now Bhota Sukshmadihi. These are the sense objects or tanmatras. Tamasa Bhot Sukshmadihi. They are produced. Yatah kam lingam atmanaha. From which come the sky. Come sky lingam atmanaha. Lingam is symbolic representation atmanaha of the supreme soul. So that is produced. Sky is produced. The sense is the ears and the sound and then sky. So likewise, they are produced from the atmanaha of the super soul. Sky is also representation of the super soul. Tamasabhotu sukshmadiyatah kam lingamatmanah. The sky is a product of the sound, and the sound is the transformation of egoistic ignorance. In other words, the sky is the symbolic representation of the Supreme Soul. And purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. A small purport I shall read that. In the Vedic hymns, it is said, Etasmad Atmanaha Akashaha Sambhutaha. Etasmad Atmanaha Akashaha Sambhutaha. The sky is the symbolic representation of the Supreme Soul. Those who are egoistic in passion and ignorance cannot conceive of the personality of Godhead. For them, the sky is the symbolic representation of the Supreme Soul. Okay, so this is Bhagavan Shabda Gocharaha. The Lord can be understood through the sound vibrations. That's why all our Vedas, they are called Shrutis. They are to be heard. The knowledge needs to be heard from the disciplic succession. Bhagavan Shabda Gocharaha. The ears, even though all our senses are getting not functioning during the old age, but the last sense, it is the hearing. That is the one which is going to be not functioning at the last. So it will, once all other senses are not working, then that is the last sense which will be working until end. Okay, so that is the Bhagavan Shabda Gocharaha. Okay, so that is the sky is the product of sound, and sound is the transformation of egoistic ignorance. This is the first starting point for this material creation, which we can perceive through the senses. Okay, in other words, the sky is a symbolic representation of the Supreme Soul. So this is the one we always see the sky in all times and circumstances. We see the sky. As soon as we come out, it doesn't matter whatever we see or not, we see always the sky. But okay, so that is what from this purport Prabhupada is described. And in the next shloka, so further Maitreya Muni speaks, Kalamaya Amsha Yogena Bhagavdvikshitam Nabaha Nabaso Anusrutam Sparsham Vikurvan Nirmame Anilam. Kalamaya Amsha Yogena. Kala is the time, Maya is external energy of the Lord. Amsha Yogena and partly mixed Amsha Yogena. Kalamaya Amsha Yogena Bhagavdvikshitam Nabaha. And the Bhagavan Vikshitam, the personality of Godhead, he glanced over on the sky, Nabaha. When he glanced further, then Nabaso Anusrutam Sparsham, Anusrutam Sparsham, Nabaso, and from there, from the sky, Anusrutam, what is produced, being so contacted, Sparsham, touch. This is the Tanmatra. Second set is the second set of Tanmatra is the touch. Nabaso Anusrutam Sparsham Vikurvan Nirmame Nilam. Vikurvan Nirmame Anilam. So Vikurvan being transformed, Nirmame was created, Anilam, the air. Sense of touch, the air, and then the skin also. The previously also mentioned in one shloka. Taisani Indriyani eva. So Indriya is the skin, and then sense of touch, and then Bhota is the air. These three are created. कालमाय अंशयोगेन भगवद्वीक्षितं नभः नभसो अनुसृतं स्पर्शं विकुर्वन् निर्ममे अनिलं. Translation. Thereafter, the personality of Godhead glanced over the sky, partly mixed with eternal time and eternal energy, external energy, and thus developed the touch sensation, from which the air in the sky was produced. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Can I request Prabhavati Sachimataji if available?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, so sorry. I'm just getting ready to go to work.
Sure, Mataji. No worries, thank you. Asha Mataji, would you like to read Mataji?
Hare Krishna. All material creations take place from subtle to gross. The entire universe has developed in that manner. From the sky developed to uh, touch sensation, which is a mixture of eternal time, the eternal energy, the external energy, and the glance of the personality of Godhead. The touch sensation developed into the air in the sky. Similarly, all other gross matter also develop from subtle to gross. Sound developed into sky. Touch developed into air. Form developed into fire. Taste developed into water. And smell developed into earth. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Thank you, Mataji. So here Prabhupada is mentioning all material creation takes place from the subtle to gross. So this is what we see. So first of all, the sense of touch is there. For that sense of touch, we need to have a sparsha and also bhota. That is indriya and also bhota. So this is Prabhupada is mentioning, and also Maitreya Muni is also describing in the similar way. Kapil Bhagavan also describes the same pattern in the 26th chapter, but in a different shlokas, but the same meanings. It will come in a gradual manner, one after another. So at the moment, it is again digesting the terminology, understand, hearing the same concept again and again, more than twice, thrice, and number of times, then one can understand. So here in the second canto also, we have seen this kind of descriptions partially. Now this is the second time about the universal creation. And then we would see again in the 26th chapter of third canto. There once our we digested, and further it would come again in the later chapters, in the fifth canto or something like that. But there, so that means each, and Krishna Supreme Personality of Godhead, it has been repeated millions of times in all scriptures. Okay, so likewise, whenever the subject matter is bit complex, then it is repeated number of times. When Krishna speaks in the Bhagavad Gita, he describes the constitutional position of a spirit soul in different angles number of times to Arjuna. That means what is the importance to stress. Okay, so here the entire universe has developed in that manner. From the sky developed the touch sensation, which is the mixture of eternal time, the external energy, and the glance of the personality of Godhead. So this is the mixture of time, external energy, and the glance of the personality of Godhead. Maya Amsha Yogena. Maya is the external energy, and Amsha Yogena. Bhagavad Vikshitam, glance of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the glance of the Personality of Godhead, Maya, and then the time. These are based on these three, everything is developed in due course of time. Once the earth is formed, and again, from where, or which is the shelter for all the living entities, birds, beasts, and plants, trees, creepers, everything. So that is the resting place. So from where so many innumerable living entities come into the picture. Okay, so and then further the touch sensation is developed into the air in the sky. Similarly, all other grass matter also developed from subtle to grass. This is the subtle to grass. I have got sense of sound, and then for that sky is produced, sense is produced, and then second level is We got a sense of touch. For that purpose, skin is produced and air is produced, and there is a form for that one. The fire is produced and also the eyes are produced. And number 4, for the sense of taste, the tongue is produced and water is produced. And for the smell, sense of smell, these are tanmatras or the subtle elements, and the gross elements are the indriyas. So that is the again fifth one is the nose is produced and the earth is produced. Those are gross elements. So tanmatras are called subtle elements, and the indriyas and then panchbhutas are gross elements. So here they developed from like that, subtle to gross, starting from the sound, sense of hearing. From that, the entire, so in so many other places we would say from the sound, this entire universe has created. Some people may not understand how this has developed. So here we see the step-by-step process. Okay, so that is from the purport as well. So there is not much technicality to go inside it, but this is the gradual process of creation. कालमाय अंशयोगेन भगद्वीक्षितं नभः नभसो अनुसृतं स्पर्शं विकुर्वन् निर्ममे अनिलम्. Okay, that is from Srimad Bhagavatam, We shall move to Srila Prabhupada's daily letter. So today letter to Gurudasa, November 7th, 1970, Bombay. Can I request any unallocated devotee to read this letter, please? David Mataji, would you like to read?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Yes, thank you. My dear Guru Das, please accept my blessings. I beg to acknowledge receipt of your letter dated November 2nd, 1970. Perhaps you have received my letter sent to you earlier. Please see Atmaram and Sons, book distributors on Kashmir Gate, New Delhi, Isha Kumar, proprietor. Isha Kumar, as always, been very respectful towards me. You can show him all our books, and if he's interested, he may become the sole selling agent in India for my books, and he will get a 40% discount, but he must order at least 200 copies of each book. Instead of engaging in Sankirtan, if you, husband and wife, try to see so many government members and ministers and other important men, that will be nice. You may try and see Indira Gandhi, and perhaps you can meet with this President Giri shown in the enclosed news clipping. I think because your pictures are shown together with his, he will meet you. There is an old friend of mine named Dia Gupta on 4 University Road. You should make arrangements to see him by telephoning him. If he is favorably impressed, he will certainly become a life member. That is what I want you to do while you are there, to try make as many life members as you can. You should certainly see Dr. Dalmia for Skindia House, New Delhi. He will become a life member, and he can suggest others who may also become life members. He is a relative and very close to Ramdas Dandriya. Also, you can see his big brother Ramkrishna Dalmia and make him a life member. His daughter came to London, escort, to see me. If there is any difficulty in staying where you are, you can ask J. Dalmia to provide accommodation in Birla's Dharmashala. That Dharmashala is a very good place with lecture hall. You can speak in the lecture hall in English, and you can advertise for members, and they will appreciate it very much. I have received a letter from Bali Mardan, and he is very eager to carry out with his GBC activities. So he will not be resigning from his post, and he will continue in his position. Also, I have received some other letters and things in London. And things in London are not as they should be. It seems that Murari has now become president of London Temple. This is all right for a while, but you will have to go back to the London Temple. London Temple is one of the most important centers in our society, and it should not suffer for lack of good management. Under you and your wife's good care, things have gone very nicely there. So I want you and Yamuna to both be prepared to go back to London in the near future. You have come all the way to India, so for the time being, you should remain here and see what can be done in Delhi. I just received one letter from Radha Madhav Sharan, and he has informed me that a big temple and compound belonging to the Maharaj of Bharatpur on the bank of the Yamuna at Keshighat is for sale. Therefore, I would like you to go immediately to see Radha Madhav Sharan in Vrindaban, address 2157 Radharaman, Vrindaban, UP. You can go and see the site and find out exactly from him the terms of negotiation of purchasing the temple and property. When you have understood the terms, you can go to Bharatpur along with Radha Madhav Sharan, taking him at our expense, and find out the exact person with whom the negotiations should be finalized. If everything is in order and the property can be purchased, then remain in Bharatpur. If the transaction is to be done there, you stay in Bharatpur and telegram me immediately. I will come myself and complete the purchase. We would like to get this temple and land at all costs, as it is very nicely situated on the Yamuna River. I know of this temple. I used to live next to it before living in the Radha Damodar temple. It is a very palatial building. The remainder of your party, including your wife, may remain in Delhi under the leadership of Giriraj Das Brahmachari and see the men whom I have mentioned. Hope this will meet you in good health. Your ever well-wisher A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. Peace, P.S. My dear Yamuna, please accept my blessings. Practically, you are the leader of the party. Please let me know how things are going. Hope you are all well. ACB. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you.
Mataji, any take points, Mataji? Any summary bullet points?
Oh gosh, yes, yeah. Yes, it's a very long letter. And it looks like Guru Das is one of his trusted disciples. So he's written a long letter to him, advising him what to do. It looks like he firstly wants the books, the book distribution, the book selling is the main thing. So he wants one of the distributors to publish the books and buy, not publish, but to buy the books so that then it can be sold. So I think the more books the publisher will buy, he will get more discounts. So he's very interested in that. And then he is also saying that for this couple, the husband and wife, he sees them in a slightly different position. So he's saying that instead of engaging in the Sankirtan, try and get association with the important men in the government, maybe so then the movement gets more visibility that way, and more help from the higher people from the higher places as well. So that's my understanding, that approach the governmental people who may be able to help as well. Then the other thing he is very interested in is making sure that more and more people become life members. So he's saying contact this person, that person, and so on, and try and get as many life members as possible. He's also very interested in and he's saying that if you have any issues finding a place then contact this person, Dalmia, who will find a dharmashala for you, and which has got a lecture hall, so he can even lecture in that hall and advertise, so that more and more people will become the life members. Then he's also very happy that Balimardhan Prabhuji also is happy to carry on with the GBC activities, and he's not going to resign. Probably he might have said he might resign earlier, but he's now not going to resign. So he's very happy with that. He also stresses that the London temple should have a better manager there, because it's one of the key places of all the places. That probably is the key center. So he needs a very good manager to run that center. And so he wants Yamuna Devi and Prabhuji to go there and manage. But obviously, if they've only just recently come, then he wants them to stay, but then eventually go back and take that big position, because he wants the London center to be run properly. He's also very keen on acquiring a very big temple by the Yamuna River. So he's saying that do whatever you can, in your position, in your power, and just negotiate as best as you can. And then, because he thinks that that temple, because it's by Yamuna River, it is going to be really good to expand that over there. So he's stressing, stressing that please do whatever in your power to negotiate. So sorry, thank you, Prabhuji. I think that is my taking from all this in very summary, because it's a long letter. Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much, Mataji. Very nicely summarized. Thank you so much. Okay, any other comments, dear devotees? Okay, so that is Prabhupada is mentioning, addressing every point, scrutinizingly what to do, when to do as well. Okay, so and the Prabhupada used to live in the Radha Damodar temple. It is very palatial building, and the remainder of your party, including your wife, may remain in Delhi under your leadership of Giriraj Das. Okay, so again, Prabhupada is remembering that point of time. It is so beautiful temple in Vrindavan. If everyone can go and see, it is very nice, so beautiful inside. And that's inside that temple, Rupa Goswami Samadhi is there. Prabhupada used to pray to Rupa Goswami to give empowerment so that he will go and preach. Okay, so that we could hear those pastimes from Srila Prabhupada and some of his known companions. They used to share Prabhupada's pastimes. Okay, so that is from Srila Prabhupada's letter, and from the announcements point of view. So today is Tuesday, and in the evening we have got preaching practice session at 8 p.m. Today allocation is for Hemlata Mataji. Mataji is going to speak today. Asha Mataji has swapped the date with Hemlata Mataji for the convenience. Okay, that is our upcoming event. It's all from event side from me. And dear devotees, if you have got any updates or you wanted to share anything on Krishna consciousness, kindly share. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. This weekend we have a house program for Adashtami in my house in Didcot. I'm like to invite devotees whoever they can please come. We'll be happy to receive them. And His Grace Shaunaka Rishi Prabhu is giving class on Radhashtami in our house. So I'm inviting all the devotees whoever can come, please join with us. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for inviting all the devotees and having house program at your home. It is so auspicious, and dear devotees, if it is, I think Prabhuji has already shared the address as well. So kindly let Prabhuji know if you are attending that house program.
Thank you, Prabhu.
And Prabhuji have got schedule as well, Prabhuji?
Yeah, schedule is basically like we have Kirtan first, and then class, and then Arati, Pushpabhishek, and then Prasadam Prabhu. Yeah, we might recite Radhika's Tavashtakam after the Arati. So it started 4 o'clock. Next day is Monday, so finished by 6:30. Then we have Prasadam after that. 6 o'clock, from 6 we have Prasadam. That's what I'm planning, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhuji,
Thank you,
for
Prabhu.
completing the schedule. Okay, so that is coming Saturday, sorry, coming Sunday, and the Radhastami day, that is 31st of August. Okay, any other updates, dear devotees? Okay, if there are no updates, then we shall conclude and continue with further japa. पंचकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णववृंद की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। हैव ए कृष्ण कॉन्शियस डे एवरीवन।